Hey guys, TerMINator here with another Unison League video, and oh my god, I have finally capped. The last 3 days I've been living like a hermit just so I can cap without using all my keys, cause oh lord, and these are my results. I'm quite happy. I mean, I wished it was 1900 into this so I can get 90-90, but you know, I'm happy. It's okay. I just have to work harder to get that 90-90. It's all good. If I had more infusions though, I could hit it now, but you know, RNG a bitch. I don't get any armors and it's just 1, 2, 3 infusions are not there. But all's good. I'm pretty happy with my results. Let me just show you guys what I have equipped. These are my lances, these are my helmets, these are my armors, armors, and they're my monsters. Fine, my second Fine saved my life. I am so sorry that I ever thought about feeding you to someone else because of pluses. I am so sorry. You have saved my life. If I did not have those two costs, this would not have worked out. Oh, thank Jesus. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with my result. Let me just show you my Colo set, because Colo is coming in 2 days, and that is the main reason why I wanted to cap so quickly. So I would not get back in Colo. I need those extra defenses. This is my Colo set. I have Merlin. Now, with the upcoming Colo, right, it is wind boosted, meaning that water monsters will be very, very weak. So I don't encourage you guys to use Santa Flora if you have her. If you have other choices besides Santa Flora, like if you have Indra or Merlin, use them instead, because Santa Flora be extra weak. And you know, honestly, out of the 3 uniblock monsters, I think she's the weakest. So yeah, don't use her if you have a choice. As far as for Andrew, like she's still good if she goes first, but if she doesn't go first, then it really defeats the purpose of using her. So I'm a little we'll see. But yeah, definitely Merlin and Indra, it's really good, obviously, right? I don't encourage you guys to use fire. Like, countering a boosted element during Colo does not work. You just use wind, okay? All the archers out there will have wind, thank god. Wind. If you're a lancer, use wind, okay? Just like there's a Varma, right? The soldier statted wind guy. Use him. This Colo will be a good time to use him. If you ever find him, then 198 him. This is a good time to use him. Do it. But otherwise, he's trash. He's a stat sticker. But yeah, these are my. I think everything else is the same, right? Yeah, I think my weapons are the same. Yeah. Might equip an XXL Fatal just for shits and giggles, but that is it. And my abilities, this is my abilities. I might be changing it up a bit depending on how I see I tank. Wow. Depending on how I tank those hits. If I do well, then I might like remove guard for something else, something more viable. I won't reveal what yet because I don't think it'll work, but hopefully we'll see. I also have a soldier stat ready for Colo. It's pretty okay now, my soldier stat. I think I still haven't hit 100 defense, which is a little regrettable, you know, but given enough time for my infusions, I will hit that 1,000, 10,000. I can't count. Oh my god. I will hit that 100k. But I think my magic defense is at a good place right now, and my attack is also pretty decent. I think I'm just gloating, aren't I? Yes, I am. I worked so hard to get here. I finally hit 300k, and of course, you know, I have my Cancer Archer set. Shinji be the main reason why I'm so cancerous. Shinji, and then I have Aries, which is like insane because everybody be getting uni on my team. Oh my god, can't wait. And I have a shit ton of armors and defensive gear, and it's all jade bows. I'm gonna infuse another jade bow. I don't know, I have Spinning Snake, which is my auto attack, so I don't know if I should have it or actually use it, but yeah, people be criticizing. Dude, let me tell you about this one time. This one time I was in Colo, I was on a team with a cleric, and there was like another lancer. Lancer just calls me out. He's like, why the fuck are you an archer? Why don't you play lancer? That's your better class. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to heal, you know, I'm the same role as a cleric. This cleric here doesn't do shit because his heals are pretty shite, and You know, he be dying faster than I am. So what's the difference? He's like, oh, but you're Archer. You should be killing. I was like, dude, why are you so one-track minded? It's like saying, like, if you're a doctor, you can't play the guitar because you're only into science and you're not into artistic expression. Like, bullshit. Like, no, that is totally the wrong analogy. But I was quite triggered. Like, why do you say my heels suck? My heels are better than Clark heels in certain instances. I'm sorry, Clark. I love you. Please heal me. Okay. So these are the 3 sets I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run Cancer, Archer, my Lancer, and then a Soldier, maybe. We'll see how Soldier goes. I would love to wreck some Archers as a Soldier. That would be totally fun. But I don't know. I feel like at 135, a lot of Archers are a lot more tankier now because they either equipped more armors or they use their cost to equip better monsters or like better weapons. So they're just fucking dangerous as usual. A few weeks ago, Japan got this new quest with 3 levels of difficulty. The gear score requirement for the easiest one is 180k, then it's 200, and the hardest one is a 240 GS requirement, but you definitely need to be a bit higher to succeed. And the reward you get from the treasure drop is a 35 cost monster with any of these following stats from the hardest difficulty. So from 240, you can get a monster with any of these stats. So meaning that, you know, whales be farming the shit out of this event to get the one that they want and even get multiple of the ones they want. So it's gonna be a gruesome trial, guys. And I've seen a couple of videos done by Japanese Unison League players about this event, right? And like they were like level 145 and they were dying on the 180 quest. So I don't understand, man. I don't understand how hard it is, but you can expect a video from me on all 3 difficulties because even the 181 I think is quite difficult since they were dying and they were 145, so I'm like, okay. But they do have a different meta. I've noticed that none of them carried Ether Exchange in Japan. They all had like Cheer or like 2 kind of balance or purification, so I was like, okay. But yeah, purification is definitely needed, master refresh is definitely needed, and balance is definitely needed. Just putting it out there even before even the event begins, you know, for those of you who are doing it on the first day, on the first hour, in the first minute it comes out, you better have those things on you, man. You better be carrying balance, purification, or master refresh, or else rest in peace, you're gonna die. Because it was pretty hard. The boss monster is kind of scary. So on the hardest difficulty, you have a chance of getting this monster from the drop, which can be a combination of any of these stats. There is also an exchange system for this event, as you can see right here. You can get the monster with defense and magic defense stats using Marine Sapphire exchange. So I'm assuming that there's like there's some kind of item you exchange for the monster, and apparently the SSR version of the weapon gear is reforged material for the SSR monster to reforge to UR. So you can get this from the drops or you have to exchange for it. I'm not really sure. And I'm salivating too much right now. Jesus Christ. That is all for the new content. There's also a new spawn that comes with this event. So this is the elemental spawn for wind. Again, fuck archers. Just kidding. No. But they have Star God Jupiter. It's attack, magic, attack stats. So traditional wind attacks, and then it has a similar buff to Ares. It increases attack, magic, and defense of all allies by 30 seconds and by 30% for 60 seconds. And then increase Unison engaged gains by 3 for 50 seconds. And then cost recovery for 50 seconds. And they cast Pierce on yourself for 60 seconds. You don't know what Pierce does yet because I don't know what Pierce does yet. And then there's also a female and male spawn. You know, last time they kind of fucked up with this, so I don't really recommend it. I don't understand why there's a 50 gem and a 30. Does this guarantee a female monster? Maybe, I don't know. But generally I would stay away from monster boss spawns. You know, sometimes you're really lucky and you get like multiple SSR monsters, but I personally suffered from getting the Quetzaltola. I don't know how to spell his name or say his name, but the 25 cost dragon wind monster thingy, I got him like from a 50 gem spawn. So yeah, never again. Nope. So yeah, this is it for the update. I know it's really short, but it's pretty darn interesting, yeah, because it's a total new event. So I just have a few more tips for you guys before Colo begins. And first is, if you haven't seen already, all these quests right here, reforged quests, are at half AP right now, and so this is the best time to be reforging your items and then augmenting them. The augment quest is also at half AP, but it only comes up on the certain hours, and you can just check it here on the schedule list, right? You can just check it. Prepare yourself. Prepare your anal cavities for Colo, because things will be flying, blood will be shed, and salt will be spread. That is my motto. But try not to take it too seriously. About the Arcadia quest, so I haven't done light or fire just yet because I haven't been running with my guildies, so it's a little awkward to record. And I just, I've been spamming them, so not really in the mood to be snarky and witty, because I was just like grinding. I was like, I want this to be over already. Oh, but I only finished 40 runs. I've been lazy. Yep. But for Arcadia, these events will be around for a very long time, right? So there is no reason to be forcing yourself to do it if it's too hard. For 38 AP, I honestly think if you're below 230 gear score, it'll be really hard for you. This is like 180. Like, you have 180 gear score, you're gonna die, and like there's no question about it, okay? You need to have at least, I would say, 35 defenses, and even that is like kind of risky because you still might die on the final boss or in the beginning. So 40 is like okay, that's like the safe point, okay? As for your attack, Lancers and Mages, your attack need to be at least like 90 for all the Arcadias, and for Archers I would say at least 75. For your Cleric healing, I would say your defenses need to be around like 70, and if you're a soldier, holy shit, I don't for me, like, I'm really picky with soldiers, because if I see you have less than 100k defense, I'm like, no, but honestly, if you're surviving in Arcadia and you're a soldier, go for it. If the party takes you, go for it. It's good for you, okay? But just a few tips on Arcadia. For the fire one, you just want to have at least 2 balances, right? 3 is good, but you don't really need the third one. Like, it's give or take. And then you definitely need a mastery refresh for the end, because the Vola Reina does paralyze, and if the 3-stack paralyze lands on your cleric and he can't heal you, that means you're fucked. So do bring mastery refresh and know what you're doing, okay? Pay attention to the attacks, guys. There's a reason why there's an attack description followed by an attack, so you can predict the attack and be ready for it, okay? That's how people have learned how to do hard quests, is by reading the attacks, figure out what it does, and then countering it. That's how the game works. Don't just blindly attack, because that ain't gonna work, especially for all those quests that require you to focus and not attack when the freaking reflect is up. Yeah, those. Don't do that, and don't force yourself on Arcadia, because Arcadia will fuck you up, okay? For Colosseum, my only tip for you guys is to not die in the first 5 seconds. Not only will you get a lot of bullshit from your teammates, but it sucks, to die in the first 5 seconds because you can't do anything, right? So that's why. First of all, if you're squishy and you know that you'll die in the first 5 seconds, guard, guard. That's your best friend, okay? And then Heaven's Breath. The second choice is to bring some kind of opening skill. Now, I don't usually like opening skills in Colo because it only affects the first round, and like second and third, you're gonna die anyway, right? So, but if you want to attack and survive, then bring an opening skill, preferably 4-stack reflect if you have it. It's technically hard to get 4-stack reflect because you have to have a certain luck, and if you accidentally transmutated them, then rest in peace to you, because it's actually useful. I will be streaming for Colo, but I haven't set a specific schedule yet. I would love to know how many streams would you guys like to see. Like, do you want me to do it like every other day? I will not do it every day, because that's just too much on my soul. No streaming every day. Every other day I can do, that's the most. Or if you just want me to do 2, I'm cool with that too. I prefer that, actually. But I will be posting Colo videos aside from the streams. Now, I have been talking for way too long, and now I'm rambling. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!